California Speedway is stop number 9 on the Castrol GTX Cup Series as we head to California Speedway for the running of the Auto Club 400. 20 laps of distance here today. Should be a great race here, as always it would be here on this 2-mile D-shaped racetrack. On the pole for today's event, a pair of black and white cars. Car 55, Henrietta Fitzwater has the pole for today's event in the Skull Crown Oldsmobile Car 55. Beside her, Trent Dunham, car number 1, the Skull Classic Ford. Row 2 has Charles Jackson, car number 1, or car 5 rather, and he'll be alongside Jessica Shelton, car number 9, the Coors Light Ford. Row 3, Keith Batson, car 28, the Texaco Haviland Ford, and he'll be alongside Michael Norman, car 94. He's been on a streak of top 10 runs here so far. He's in the number 94 Sunoco Ultra Oldsmobile. Then it's Joshua Balkin, car 66, the Phillips 66 Trop Arctic Pontiac, and he'll be beside the Bristol winner, William Duncan, car 22, the Maxwell House Ford. Row 5, Darian Taylor, car number 8, the Snickers Buick, and he'll be alongside the number 3 GM Goodwrench Chevrolet of Ann Batson. She starts in the 10th position. Row 6 has Seth Cole, car 52, the Alka-Seltzer Pontiac, and he'll be flanked by the 70 of Zed Weinstein, the Rumpel Furniture Pontiac. Here comes the command to fire him up at California.
Drivers, start your engine!
And getting the fire the engines. Row number 7 has car 42, Kyle Matthews in the Melly Yellow Pontiac, car 42, and will be flanked by the 14 of Grant Thomas, driving for AJ Foyt in the Copenhagen Oldsmobile. Then the 8th row has the 12 of Jeremy Doobie, the winner at Las Vegas, and will be flanked by the 4 of the Kodak Film Chevrolet of Joshua Collard. And then row number 9 has Dylan Young looking for his first ever win in the Castrol GTX Cup Series still. He'll be flanked by the 75 of Charlie Rodriguez. Pole speed for the race, 189.7 miles per hour. As the field rounds turn number 4, the pace car looks off on the pit road. Getting set for 20 laps of what's going to be tremendous racing. We had some great finishes at California here in the series. You just asked Robbie Sunoco that, whose favorite finish of this came on this track in Season 2. Henrietta Fitzwater gets a shove from Charles Jackson as she takes the early advantage here. Fitzwater jumping out in front in car 55. The 5 of Charles Jackson, Mayonnaise, has the second position now. And he's now trying for the lead now as he sticks that yellow and white Chevy on the inside. As they come out of corner number 4, 4 wide back there. Kyle Matthews sticking his nose to the inside. Oh, they better be careful right here going into turn number 1. No, Jeremy Doobie slides at the track. He almost sideswipes Matthews. And now ducks back in behind Seth Cole in car 52. About 190 plus mile an hour pace lap going on here. And now they're 3 wide, 2 rows deep or so. And now here comes Trent Dunham, car number 1, to the inside for the lead. And Charles Jackson goes down the inside below Trent. Jessica Shelton way up high on the racetrack as she now tries to battle with Michael Norman and Keith Batson. So far, nobody's been able to have anything for Henrietta Fitzwater just yet, but here comes Trent Dunham back on the inside. He's going to try to make another go at it through turns 3 and 4. It seems like the high line seems like that's the way to go here around California in the early laps of the event, but now some of them are trying to make the low line work. Takes a few laps at times, but then sometimes one lane works the best, and the other times it just flat don't. As now you see Charles Jackson and Trent Dunham try to battle for second position now, and Mayonnaise has it at the moment. But now Trent pulls the crossover on Charles. Here he comes down the back stretch. And now add Darian Taylor onto the mix, and same with Michael Norman and Joshua Balkin as well. As they come out of corner number 4, now Charles Jackson tries inside back for the lead. And now Fitzwater gives it up, and now Charles Jackson finally makes that inside lane work. And Jackson will take the lead, but now Fitzwater says, I want it back. And she's got the draft now from Trent Donovan in car number 1. Here comes Michael Norman. Trying to shove Trent back up through the field. Poetry in motion at over 190 miles per hour as the yellow flag now waves. Charles Jackson continues to lead, and it's Dylan Poteet. Sometimes for Dylan, it seems like he either wins or he has bad luck. And a man who's won 2 races already this season has had bad luck bit him in the butt again. Helicopter view should be a perfect view for this one. He's on the outside of now. He's barely on the outside. He's trying to get. He clears Ian Dutta, car 25, and then Dalton Day. Apparently, he goes up the track. He hits Chris Dalton, which sends Dalton into Poteet, which sends those 3 into the wall. And poor Chris Dalton, his best season has been bad so far. Same with Dalton Day, and somebody else crashed. It's Ian Dutta, car 25. He spun. And unfortunately for Dalton Day, it's going to knock him right out of the race. And he got loose going into turn 1. He was running in 26 when this happened. On board Dalton Day's car. And you see all that black smoke pouring out of the hood of Dalton's car, and that's not a good sign, obviously, and that's going to knock him out of the race. And same with Dylan Poteet. And Poteet had been on a roll here as of late. He won at Texas, and he won that wild finish at Texas, and he also won at Martinsville in a wire-to-wire job, leading every lap of that race. And Talladega did pretty good, I think. But unfortunately for Poteet, he's going to drop back some of the points now. He had just worked his way up in the top 20 at this point after having a early season slump. And unfortunately, the slump continues for Poteet, and same with Dalton Day. But those two, by virtue of being Castrol GTX Cup Series champs, will be in the All-Star race, which that will be just got this race in Richmond. And we'll have the field set for the Winston All-Star race at Charlotte. And of course, the last chance will be the Winston Open, which will see the top 2 finishers grab the final 2 spots in the All-Star race. So, you know some of those drivers who want to win this race. So, Charles Jackson, he's already locked in by virtue of winning last season's Brickyard 400 at Indianapolis. But he'd like to get himself a win as well to prove he can. He's got some combination here. Darian Taylor, though, he wants to be in the All-Star race himself in his first appearance in the series. And so does Trent Dunham on his comeback season. And Dunham now stuck in the middle now as Joshua Balkin goes by. And here comes Darian Taylor, car number 8, the Snickers Buick. Battling with Henrietta Fitzwater for position. Chevy in first, Oldsmobile second, and a Buick in third. Pontiac in fourth, and a pair of Fords going at it for the number 5 spot. Trent Dunham and Jessica Shelton. And you're on board with Jessica Shelton, car number 9. Running right behind Joshua Balkin in 66. Shelton's another one that's been on a tear as of late. I better shut up because I don't want to jinx her again. And now Shelton in a battle with Keith Batson in car 28. Batson's another one who wants to make his way in the All-Star race. He's proven he can still win some races. He wants to prove that himself. Now Batson's stuck in the middle. Now, oh no, 4 wide. Brian Judge, car 71. Bonsai moved to the inside. And he's got Jeremy Doobie and Batson way down the track. No, this ain't gonna be pretty. And an 8. Kyle Matthews in the wall. Kyle Matthews, who was running in the 10th position, spins in turn number 2 with he and William Duncan. And remember, those two had a little rumple up at Texas as they made their way to pit road. And unfortunately for Matthews, here was 8 laps remaining in the race. It all falls down for him. I kind of had an inkling when they got to about 4, almost 5 wide. I had an inkling when they got to 5 wide, as they met their way off into turn number 1, that it was going to end in disaster, and it did. Yeah, Matthews just drives William Duncan up the track. Kyle Sosnowski, he was in the crash as well. Sosnowski is an innocent victim in the 7 car. Unfortunately for Kyle Matthews, he got the fuzzy end of that lollipop. Matthews, however, drops from the 10th position all the way back to the 35th positions where we're showing him at. But that's going to set the field up for a finish here. Henrietta Fitzwater has the lead right now. Darian Taylor's in 2nd. 3rd is Joshua Balkin. 4th, Jessica Shelton. 5th is Charles Jackson. As they make their way to start-finish line, we will have 3 laps remaining here at California Speedway. Who's it going to be? Henrietta Fitzwater, she's not in the All-Star race just yet. Neither is Darian Taylor or Joshua Balkin. Top 3 trying to race their way into the All-Star event at Charlotte. And Henrietta got the start she needed. But here comes Joshua Balkin, car 66. Trying to get a draft off Jessica Shelton. Backstretch Balkin inside now of Henrietta Fitzwater. To the inside comes Balkin. He's got the lead in turn number 4, but here comes Fitzwater coming back. Shelton trying to make it 3 wide. 2 laps to go. Track down and way down at the bottom. Here comes Darian Taylor. He's way down on the inside of the track. Taylor trying to the inside lane. Here comes the Snickers Buick, the white car. Darian Taylor. No, the white flag will be this time by. Trent Dunham trying to make it shoved by Keith Batson. Out of corner number 4, Taylor to the inside. The white flag waves. 1 lap remaining here at California. Can Fitzwater hold him off one more time? Henrietta Fitzwater, car number 55, the Skull Classic Oldsmobile. Out in front. Backstretch now. Off in the 3rd turn they come. Henrietta Fitzwater has the lead. Here comes Jessica Shelton. She's on the inside of Fitzwater. Here they come off the 4th corner. Shelton and Fitzwater side by side to start finish line. It is Henrietta Fitzwater. Henrietta Fitzwater has upset Jessica Shelton at the start finish line to win the Auto Club 400, her first win The rookies performing just absolutely superb here today, or this season at least. Shelton, oh so close. I think she started her run just a slight bit too late coming out of turn number 4, though. She'd had a little bit of drafting help, though. She might have won. But Henrietta Fitzwater, the 55 Crown Petroleum Oldsmobile, gets her first ever Castrol GTX Cup Series title, or win, I should say. Just holding up the season 11 champ of the series. 21 thousandths of a second of margin of victory. Here, Joshua Balkin comes home third. Fourth was Darian Taylor. Fifth, Trent Dunham. Sixth place, Brian Judge. Charles Jackson, seventh. Eighth was Ann Batson. Ninth was Keith Batson. And 10th position, Jeremy Doobie. And finishing and rounding out the field, though, and rounding out the top 20, Charlie Rodriguez, Zed Weinstein, a good run for him in 12th. Michael Norman, Dylan Young, Joshua Collard, 15th. 16th was PJ Williams, Arnold Columbia, 17th, Seth Cole, Brody Talley, and Grant Thomas, the top 20 in today's event. And there's the rest of the finishing order here at California. And some big names, and see where y'all finished in that race here. Sean Galligan was 21st in the race. Mike Becker, Jordan Newman, Stephanie Miller, and Cole Dally 25th. Cole's bad luck kind of continues this season. He's having another one having he's another one not having quite as good a year. And then some big names down there as well. So, but a big win, though, for Henrietta Fitzwater as she takes the win here at California Speedway, the number 55 Skull Crown Oldsmobile. As she takes the win here today, Jeremy Doobie still continues with the lead in the points chase here after 9 events. Jessica Shelton now 15 back in second. Trent Dunham in third. Brian Judge in fourth. Joshua Osborne is in fifth. 6 is Darian Taylor, Keith Batson, Kyle Sosnowski, Chris Dalton, and Arnold Columbia, the top 10. So right now, Brian Judge will be the highest running rookie in the points chase right now. And right now, Johnny Gardner currently holds the 20th position at the moment in the points. And then rest of the field down, Ann Batson, even though she's now got her second top 10, still in the basement here in the points chase. As we head on to Richmond International Raceway, the next up on the tour for the Mobile One 400. Don't miss it.